Today, we will talk about SEC Form 4, Statement of Changes in Beneficial Ownership. SEC Form 4, Statement of Changes in Beneficial Ownership is a document that must be filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission whenever there is a material change in the holdings of company insiders. Insiders consist of directors and officers of the company, as well as any shareholders owning 10% or more of the company's outstanding stock. The forms ask about the reporting person's relationship to the company and about purchases and sales of such equity shares. There are multiple SEC forms that are associated with the ownership of stocks or securities for publicly traded companies. SEC Form 4 is one of 3 forms that is usually required by the SEC. Individuals file Form 3 when they first acquire a stock and are registering the securities for the first time. The form must be filed within 10 days of the individual becoming an officer, director, or beneficial owner at the company. Form 4 is required to be filed by a company or the individual at the company when there is a change in the holdings of company insiders. Form 4 must be filed with the SEC within 2 days of the transaction. Form 4 is a 2-page document, which covers any buy and sell orders, as well as the exercise of company stock options. Form 5 is filed if a person conducted a trade of the company's stock but failed to report it via Form 4. Form 5 allows the individual 45 days following the close of the company's fiscal year. Several other forms are critical to maintaining transparency and recording the actions of public company executives, officers, and directors. These include the company's annual financial report, which is filed via a 10-K, and the quarterly financial report filed via a 10-Q. If a company is issuing stock for the first time, they must file Form S-1, and if any amendments must be made, they file Form S-1A. The 8-K is filed when there are unscheduled material events or corporate changes. Schedule 13D informs the SEC when an entity acquires more than 5% of the stock of a public company. In general, a party must file Form 4 electronically via the Commission's Electronic Data Gathering Analysis and Retrieval System. Exceptions can occur during hardship. It is mandatory within 2 business days starting from the end of the day the material transaction occurred. Here is a link to a downloadable SEC Form 4, Statement of Changes in Beneficial Ownership. In February 2020, Elon Musk, the chief executive officer of the publicly traded company Tesla Incorporated, TSLA, filed SEC Form 4 as an individual. Below is a copy of the Form 4 as well as the details of the transaction, which was obtained via the SEC's EDGAR system. The SEC Form 4 shows that Elon Musk purchased 13,037 shares at a price of $767, which left Mr. Musk with a total number of shares owned of 34,098,597 following the purchase. Here are 3 key takeaways. 1. Form 4 must be filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission whenever there is a material change in the holdings of company insiders. 2. If a party fails to disclose required information on a Form 4, civil or criminal actions could result. 3. It must be filed within 2 business days starting from the end of the day the material transaction occurred. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.